Welcome to NAFDAC and Your Health, where NAFDAC, the agency that regulates food, drugs, cosmetics, and medical equipment, intimates us with its activities in a drive to protect the health of the nation. My name is Amanda Ugo.
We begin this episode of the program with the recently held quarterly interaction meeting between NAFDAC and the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, where the Director-General of NAFDAC, Mrs. Mojisola Adeyeye, emphasized the significance of the association to NAFDAC and the extent of the association's importance to the actualization of NAFDAC's mandate. There, the DG gives updates on the speculated ban of noodles in Nigeria. The NAFDAC DG will also be talking about food safety and why the regulatory agency takes it so seriously. Then we'll move on to feature this year's commemoration of World Food Safety Day, which NAFDAC was part of. NAFDAC's mantra, customer-focused, agency-minded, is not just a saying. It is a principle the agency is committed to upholding, and this principle guides all its operations. It is the reason the agency does not toy with its customers. Chief among these customers is the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. NAFDAC understands the importance of this association to its actualization of its regulatory mandate, and so the agency engages in quarterly interactions with the association to enable members of the association express the challenges they face in order to jointly find solutions to these challenges. It is also a way to discuss how the Nigerian manufacturing industry can gain more stability and continue to operate in compliance with the regulatory guidelines. Another of such quarterly interactions held in Lagos on Thursday, the 1st of June 2023. Speaking at the forum, the DG of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, emphasized the importance of food and drugs and why the agency has to work in cohesion with Manufacturers Association.
5 years since I started with the agency. We have moved from where we used to be. And that is life again. If you look at your life 5 years ago and you are still the same today, something is wrong. And I tell my staff, the management is not doing something right, or you are not doing something right, or both. Because we should not be what we were a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, in whatever facet of life. NAFDAC assumed the quality management system, started 2018 January, started training ourselves on how to think of customers, how to put customers first. It was a change in culture that we started getting trained on. We did that for a whole year and it's agency-wide. How to put customers first. If you put customers first, you will not sit on a file. Whether it's registration, inspection, or whatever, you will not sit on a file. You put customers first. If you love the agency, you will not sit on the file. If you love Nigeria, our country, you will love customers. You will put them first, and you put your agency. You will be agency-minded. So that changed our motto 5 years ago. So when it comes to customers, when I see the representatives, I'm always glad. First, because there will be criticisms, there will be critics, but it's all for good. It is so that we can pick 1 or 2 things that we can do better, that will make life easier for our customers. So, whatever comments that will be made, please, we're not taking it personal at all. Because without you, we cannot be here. Without us, we cannot be where you are.
The Director-General of NAFDAC, in emphasizing the agency's sensitivity to food safety, seized the opportunity to address the raging issue of the speculated ban of noodles in Nigeria.
for the Indomie issue, people thought we banned Indomie. We did not ban Indomie. Nigeria banned Indomie years before I came to NAFDAC. We didn't have to do that because it's just easy to say there are no noodles coming into the country. So please keep eating your noodles. In fact, somebody asked me yesterday at the airport, can we start eating noodles again? But we have to make sure that we do the right thing, regulatory-wise. We went around and take samples of the noodles and the sauce from the market because they are suitcase importers that may bring such in without us knowing. So we took samples from the market and started testing. Ethylene oxide is not something you think of when you are thinking of food. But because it has been implicated, we have to make sure we test it. Unfortunately, Nigeria doesn't make anything in terms of reagents or things like that that's going to use. We import most of this. Somebody asked, when is the result going to come out? We have done all the other tests, but we needed a standard, a chemical standard. We had to import that, and Dr. Wachubu is here. But we will get the result. It's all science. We're a science organization. Our processes are science driven, and we cannot conduct our own Nigerian science. No, you have to use international standards, chemical reagents, and things like that. So in terms of food safety, we are highly sensitive. We are improving or becoming more sensitized on what can make our people healthier. But the most important thing for me is quality. You've got to build quality into a product. You cannot add quality to it. With quality now comes opportunities to trade. Opportunities to trade. We are the largest in Africa, and several countries have been coming to NAFDAC because of AFCFTA. Several countries, their regulatory agencies have been coming. What are the things that we need for us to bring things to Nigeria to sell? And I would like to also encourage and know actually how vigilant, how agile are we in terms of linking with other countries. It's a matter of time, short time too. We've got to trade, but if you don't have quality product, you cannot trade for a long time. That is why we put quality of our products very high, very, very high, place it very high. The African Free Trade Agreement is going to be a big deal for us, and that's why I thank God for MAN, for AFBTE, for chemicals, and pharmaceutical sector, because we can do it. We can lead Africa in terms of trade. The first pharmaceutical company to have a pre-qualified product in West Africa and Central Africa combined is Swiffer in Nigeria. The first pharmaceutical company to have a WHO pre-qualified product. Somebody was asking me yesterday, does that mean that is the only product that is safe? I said no. All our products that we approve are safe. The only difference between that and what we have been used to, what I take every time, is that there are other tests that WHO requires. One of them is bioequivalence, meaning, okay, we have mostly generic products about 95% of our products are generic. They want to see whether the generic are similar to the innovator that our manufacturers copy as their product. There's nothing wrong. Generics are great, are cheaper, are quality is built into it. So they want to see that when it's being absorbed in the body and eliminating from the body, that they are equal. So those are the types of tests that they want. But we don't even have that in Nigeria. In sub-Saharan Africa, we don't have to do that test. Swiffer that got theirs done went outside the country to do it. But we are doing it. And now Nigeria is standing high. Oh, now you have pre-qualified products. I was at Geneva last week for World Health Assembly. No, Nigeria has pre-qualified products. That is the beginning. We're going to have many more.
Speaking earlier, leadership of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria expressed their appreciation to Professor Mojisola Adeyeye.
Thank you. We are very grateful. This shows that you are leading in the example of what public and private partnership means. This is what our nation needs to work, and we deeply appreciate your sense of duty and the respect you have shown for the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria.
You have been watching NAFDAC and Your Health. The program continues shortly.
As part of NAFDAC concerted effort to prevent incessant food poisoning and to safeguard the health of the nation, the agency wishes to advise the general public to take the following precautionary measures in food handling. Chemicals are not food, so do not taste with your tongue. It is dangerous to health and it can kill. It is dangerous to cook your meat with paracetamol or any drug. It can damage your liver, kidneys, or other organs. Do not ripen your fruits with calcium carbide. It can cause cancer or damage the kidneys or liver. It is dangerous to use sniper to keep insects and other flies away from any food products. Cooking does not remove sniper. Do not consume any mixture or herbal preparation that do not have NAFDAC number. It could be deadly. Too much monosodium glutamate food seasoning that comes as cube or in sachet can be dangerous to your health. Do not add any chemical to food or drink to make it sour or improve taste. Safe food. Everyone's business. NAFDAC. Safeguarding the health of the nation.
Welcome back to NAFDAC and Your Health.
One of the threats to NAFDAC's mandate is unsafe food. As the agency's major concern is ensuring that our health is safeguarded, access to safe food is key to sustaining life and promoting the desired good health. Therefore, in its own lawful regulatory capacity, NAFDAC musters all powers to ensure the safety of everything we consume to sustain life.
Food safety is extremely important to us. Food safety or food quality first, and food safety, very, very important to NAFDAC. And water is part of our food categories. As simple as water is, as a molecule, water can kill easily if that water is contaminated, especially if taken by children because of their small bodies. Therefore, whether it is adults or children or whoever is the consumer, we put a lot of premium on quality of water. We have a big association of water producers, ATWAP. Maybe there's another smaller group, but in any case, they do self-regulation. ATWAP members have to behave regulatory-wise. But you cannot have a pure group. You will see people who may want to compromise a little here, a little there. But by and large, the ones that belong to the association try to keep to our regulations. However, there are many companies, water companies, that do not even come to NAFDAC. And if they come to NAFDAC, they get their product approved. In fact, we got a company that rented equipment from another company for our inspection. And then we went there unannounced. There was nothing. So that company, if we weren't vigilant, we would have registered them, registered the company. And maybe we'll be using well water and packaging it. So we are very big on inspection of our facilities. And we have seen all sorts of facilities. The ones that can correct themselves, we give them corrective actions, preventive actions. CD, compliance directive. The ones that cannot, we shut them down. We take them out of business. Why? Because it is extremely important to be confident in the water you are drinking, whether it's sachet water or bottled water.
These efforts of NAFDAC at ensuring the safety of food and water is done in accordance to global standards and practices, as it is the characteristics of the agency. This is why NAFDAC keys into international programs channeled towards safeguarding health. It is in line with this that the agency joined other stakeholders to commemorate the 2023 World Food Safety Day on the 7th of June, which was the 5th since the day was set aside 5 years ago by the United Nations. Representing the NAFDAC Director-General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye at the event, Mrs. Anyanwu Felicitas assured the gathering of NAFDAC's continued unalloyed efforts to ensure that the safety of Nigerians are safeguarded.
In NAFDAC, we all know that the essence, which is one of our mandates, is safeguarding the health of the nation. And when we talk about health, standards are very important. We know that, like we used to say, when we talk about food safety, it's supposed to be everybody's business. And we know that the standards are the criteria, that they are the things where which food safety are being judged. Food safety are being judged based on the standard that has been established. In NAFDAC, for instance, we have our 36 states. Our offices are in the 36 states of the nation, which has made it very easy and possible for us to implement the standard that has already been set. And when we talk about food standards, we talk about good hygiene practices, good manufacturing practices, good storage practices, even good distribution practices. All these things are in line to ensure the safety of the food we eat, and also to ensure that the standards of the food are being implemented. Some time ago, WHO brought out World Health Assembly. They brought out some key criteria to safe food. Number one on that list is keep food clean. When food are kept clean, when food are properly prepared, cooked, when we separate the raw from the raw food from the cooked one ready to eat, when we keep food at safe temperature, these are the major things that we look at. And in our line to implement this, of course we know, we do our inspections, we carry out our sampling, and we also carry out analysis to ensure that the food that are being made available to the public are of the right standard and of the right quality. And we are here to assure you that in NAFDAC we will continue to do our best to ensure that the health of the nation is being safeguarded.
The meaning of food safety, significance of the annual commemoration, and ways to entrench food safety were also elaborated.
And encourages food safety advocates around the world to focus on the importance of applying standards in every aspect of food production, right from source to the table. Access to sufficient amounts of safe and quality food is key to sustaining life and promoting good health. This event is aimed to draw attention to food standards and inspire actions to prevent, detect, manage foodborne risks, contributing to food security, human health, economic prosperity, agricultural production, market access, tourism, and sustainable development, so as to reduce the burden of foodborne diseases globally. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Food Safety Day is an opportunity to create awareness and sensitize the public globally on the importance of the safety of food we eat to our well-being and socio-economic importance of the nation. Food safety and standards involve shared responsibility between the government, the producers, consumers, and everybody involved along the food supply chain. Therefore, everybody has a role to play to ensure the food we eat is safe and of quality.
That's all we have for you today on this edition of the program. NAFDAC and Your Health will be back again next week, same time, same station. In the meantime, if you have comments, complaints, or you want to report any case of adulterated food products or fake drugs in your area, please reach out to us.
You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email reforms@nafdac.gov.ng or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded.
Importing, producing, distributing, and selling of fake drugs and adulterated food products are criminal acts and are injurious to our health. Endeavor to report any suspicious activities in your area to NAFDAC. Till we meet again next week, stay safe.